Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker. I'm your Game Master Darius. Last we left off, we have defended Oleg's little outpost here from some bandits from the Stag Lord. Now, we are talking to people. Noriel Eight Eyes, eh? The elf looks straight at you through a tangled hair falling over her face. Hey, you're an adventurer, right? Seeking your fortune in the Stormlands? You aren't the only one of your kind here. Take my advice. Keep your eyes open and watch your back. Sometimes the one who calls themselves your friends are more dangerous than your enemies. Judging by the elf's voice, it's obvious she started the day with a jug of wine. Sorry, who are you? The elf grunts. Noriel Eight Eyes. Once upon a time was famous throughout Absalom. Noriel Eight Eyes of the Reckless Six. Well, glory passes quickly. A few miserable decades later, no one recognizes you on the street anymore. What a shame. What are you doing here? I sit here waiting for adventurers who are in need of help. We may be sitting here in the backwoods tavern, but in Absalom I have a lot of friends who are eager to make a few coins. They have brave hearts but shallow pockets. Little gold would be a welcome change for them. I can send them a message. They can come from Absalom through a portal. If you're interested, just give me a sign and we'll arrange everything right away. Also, I can summon the tutors from the Pathfinder Society who can retrain you and your companions. They are quite willing to do this for free the first 3 times you request their services. After that, the price for retraining will gradually increase. Such is their way for doing business with all new clients. Loyal? Ah, our friends like that just decide who you want exactly. Nah, let me think about it. Why are you called Eight Eyes? Once, long ago, could spot an enemy and pin him to a wall before he could even think of attacking. Some said I had 8 eyes and look all around at once. Though it seems I've outlived my nickname. Noriel stretches her arm forward. Her palm trembles noticeably. I've been drinking too much lately. It's best I don't test my skills too often. Perfect opportunity to have a Blazing Saddles reference. See my hand? Yeah, steady as a rock. Well, this is my shooting hand, and it's just freaking vibrating. Where were you when the trading post was attacked? I was hunting. Got a little lost in the mist, which is the first time that's happened to me. I guess I should go easy on the drinking. But don't you imagine I'd be scared of a good fight. If only I'd known I was missing all the action. I see you've got everything under control. Would you like to join me? No. Got enough things to do already. You better manage on your own. Famous Pathfinder, here in the middle of nowhere? Why? You want to know how one could exchange the life of a Pathfinder for this sorry, drunken rat hole? The light in Noriel's eyes goes out as if something had blown out a candle. You lose all your friends because of one scumbag, and then you'll understand. I was the only one to return from a final campaign of the Reckless Six, and whatever is left of me can't be called a seeker anymore. She remains silent for a long time, as if wondering if she wishes to poke the old wound. Here's the story. Our leader, Vermelt, was the best of us. Wise, brave, friends with everyone. One of those friends, and Devian Driston, sent him a disturbing letter. He stumbled upon some ancient books on the art of necromancy. Secrets like those are best left hidden forever. Trust me, I've seen what that kind of magic can do. To make a long story short, these volumes were supposedly hidden in the catacombs of Gallowspire. Yeah, I know that one. We decided that the books should be retrieved and kept safe by the Society. We gathered in a tavern, discussed the expedition, then proceeded to Ustalav. It was a normal mission, quick and quiet recovery. She smiles bitterly. But everything turned out to be much more complicated. We barely made it through the Witchgate Forest. All those terrible living trees, undead druids and their arches of stone. It's a miracle we managed to make it out alive. We chosen Rin Church to stop at. It was marked on Vermelt's map as a safe enough haven to hole up and lick our wounds. I wish that had been true. Vermelt was the first to perish. He was attacked by one of the monsters hiding in the stables. Tossed him about like a feather and threw him down an ancient well. His shout echoed for a long time, and I didn't hear the sound of him landing. And then she turns away, hiding her eyes. Enough. I shouldn't have gotten into this. Who am I to stir up others' feelings with all my chatter? We better forget about it for now. Maybe I'll tell you more some other time, but not today. I want to know more about the Society. What exactly are you interested in? What's the purpose of it? School of Adventurers. We search for those who are eager to test their skills, educate them, and give them ideas about where on Galarian they might seek their fortune. They look for forgotten treasure, forgotten knowledge, secrets, lost artifacts. Explorers and Pathfinders. We're the sort of mutual assistance club for adventure lovers. We exchange experience, share knowledge, and keep careful records, in case it provides useful to future expeditions. And also, we publish books for thrill seekers and bored urban teenagers of wealthy families. What kind of members does the society have? Oh, all sorts of adventurers. We have representatives of all races, religions, beliefs. Grand Lodge is in Absalon, but there are many smaller lodges throughout Galarian. And the venture captains direct Pathfinders to the goals from across all the corners of the world. There are many renowned heroes in the society, and many scoundrels as well, whose service to the society has brought them fame. Who does the society support? You mean, who's it serve? No one in particular. Pathfinders try not to get involved in the quarrels of others. They serve only the spirit of adventure, and sometimes they happen to save the world. However, that doesn't mean there are no black sheep among the seekers. Regarding your story, what happened in Rinchurch? No wish to fill your sleep with nightmares. When you prove that you can stand firm in battle, you can achieve victory without losing yourself along the way, then I will tell you the horrors that awaited us at Rinchurch. Alright then. So she is how I believe that we can get custom companions. Pretty much people that we can choose to make as opposed to the companions that we, have with us. I did this in my initial playthrough, making 2 characters based off of a couple of friends' characters. And during the kingdom parts, they get penalties, which is stupid. Hello. Oleg, Balkan. I'm gonna find the other 2. Ah, Amiri. We're gonna talk? She utters a weary sigh. Alright, spill it, I'm listening. We're just talking, you don't like it? Amiri shrugs several times, perhaps flexing her muscles, or maybe just filling in the silence. Don't know. Depends what we're gonna talk about. If it's about monsters, or swords, or scars, I approve. That's good. And if you're gonna ask questions like why, and what for, and how, screw this. She looks you over slowly, head to toe. Or you got even harder ones. Formidable sword. Not just a simple weapon, is it? You bet it's not simple. Check how big it is. She proudly raises the blade, and you notice that even though Amiri is extremely strong, she still has difficulty wielding such a large sword. This sword belonged to a real blasted frost giant. Killed the beast, took this looker for myself. Fits me perfect, my damn trophy. Her eyes flash with menace as if she's challenging some invisible enemy to try taking away her trophy. Tell me about yourself. A simple question seems to puzzle Amiri. She scratches her head, then starts counting on her fingers. First, I'm a barbarian. I'm strong. I grew up in the realm of the Mammoth Kings. Left my tribe, the Six Bears. She looks thoughtfully at her four bent fingers and shrugs. And I like fights. She concludes, bending her thumb. What's it like to be a barbarian of the Six Bears? Our people are big and strong. We can cut a monster in half with one swing. We can walk 3 days and nights with no rest. We can eat a whole fried oryx. I guess you had to do a lot of training to become as strong as you are. Training? No one freaking trained me. The boys of the Six Bears got the training. All I could do was watch. And you know what? They were still crappy after all that training because I kicked their butts hard. Animals, bandits, monsters, all thought they were stronger than me. Idiots. Because if you start a fight, you think you can win. You think you're stronger than your enemy. I defeated them all. See all the scars on my face? What does the realm of the Mammoth Lords look like? Huge and freezing. No place for weaklings. She narrows her eyes as if evaluating your abilities to survive her homeland. Tribes hunt aurochs herds to survive. Aurochs are fast, so tribe follows herd for days. Just not die of hunger. If you're weak, you stay behind and die in the snow. Tribe cannot stop. Also, there are giants and mammoths. Sometimes demons come too. Ah, the mastodons. And the saber-toothed tigers. You would survive, I think. In a few days. Why'd you leave your tribe? Because they were assholes, all of them. Men were cowards and scoundrels, and the women were scared like sheep. She rolls her bloodshot eyes and furies. Men can think no girl can be a fighter because they are weak. They're afraid a woman can beat them. And females just nod. Go sow hides, cook meat, watch kids. That's what they always say. But I'm a warrior, damn it. I won't cook hides and watch meat. Sorry. I won't cook hides and watch meat. She's already shouting, her fists clenched tightly. I told them so. I went hunting with men. What did I get? Still the same. You're a woman. You stay home. Even gave me a nickname, the Soft Chieftain. Like a warrior woman was a funny joke. Damn, I even went to hunt those shit-faced frost giants, and they're... She suddenly stops, breathing heavily, sweat beading on her forehead. After a moment, Amiri waves her hands awkwardly, and forces herself to grin. So I left. Cowards, scoundrels, sissies they were, that's why. You're quite a good fighter. She jerks her head up. Quite good, huh? Compared to who? If I was crappy male, I'd fight better, is that what you say? She glares at you, her eyes narrow. Or to say I could be better, like, go get some training, Amiri, right? You're just good in a fight. You're an excellent warrior. I'm just giving you a compliment, that's all. For several more seconds, Amiri continues to glare at your face with suspicion, and then, all of a sudden, she mellows. True. I fight good. That's what I do best. Thanks for telling me. Let's, talk about something else. Why not? She frowns, but you feel she's glad to change the subject. So, why did you leave your tribe? The story about the frost giants. Told you, Roddy. They were assholes. Treat women like sheep, not fighters. As for giants, I'll tell you later. Someday. Maybe. Alright, thanks for the talk. Talk, and will we do some monster killing already? She sighs and turns away. I mean, I can't blame her. Sometimes there's just days where I'm just like, nah.
Onwards.
Some days I feel like role-playing. Some days I just want to slay monsters. Potatoes. Double checking all the things. I don't think that there's anything else of too much significance. I kind of wish that at the least during the day that the ring of vision was a little bit wider. Alright.
March on.
March on. I really do wish I had downloaded a different voice. Oh well. Probably could have found a better Baldur's Gate 1 or 2 voice for him. And maybe it's something I'll do between this and next episode. Because I've already been recording for like 3 hours, so. Balkan puts his hands on his hips. Ha! Old Balkan still knows a few tricks, so to impress these blood-sucking dummies, enough hiding in the damn bushes, I say. Can I help you in any way? Glances at you, suddenly interested. Well, since you're asking, there's a cave nearby. I used to pick berries in there, but the place has been overrun by spiders. The berries are red, look a lot like raspberries. Fangberries, I call them. I'd be really grateful if you could gather a basket and brought them back. Just be quick if you do, they spoil quickly. Those spiders in the cave are mean. Here, let me give you some alchemist fire. Crafted it myself. Burn those spiders to a crisp. That'll teach them for taking over my Fangberry cave. I also need a bucket of moon radishes. They're a rare, mysterious plant. I don't know where to find them, but I know that kobolds gather them and value them highly. Not a huge deal, really. I'd do it myself if I were younger, but if you're willing, I'll pay you. 3 potions for the berries, purse of coins for the radishes. Why do you need fangberries and moon radishes? Want to know, huh? Well, I'll gladly tell you after I bring me some. Alright, try to help. Just watch out, alright? Don't end up someone's lunches. Show me what you have. Ba-da-bum. And yeah, he's... Woo! That's a lot of Alchemist's Fire. Sadly, Alchemist's Fire in first edition doesn't really have a better version as far as I know. Again, it's been a long time since I've played first edition. Wand of Snowball. Yep, 1d8 points of cold damage per caster level. Sadly, when it comes to wands, they're locked at a particular caster level. So this has 50 charges to do 1d8 cold damage. That's about it. I suppose I'll sell all this crap if you're willing to buy it from me. I really don't need those short swords, especially the broken ass looking ones. Or these longbows. Maybe I'll keep the crossbow though. Sell the clubs. How am I still so over encumbered? Gee bus. Oh, probably because of all the... Why is this acid flask all the way down there? Well, okay, it probably doesn't help that the armor is not stupid expensive, but stupid heavy. Oh, they're also not in my party, so I can't equip them. I'll do that after talking about Oleg. Greetings! Oleg seems to be in good mood and greets him warmly. You certainly ruffled those villains' feathers. Well, anyway, new day, new troubles. Have you seen the fog? Never seen anything like it before. The road to Rostov looks like someone spilled milk and it just hung in the air. I couldn't see anything through that soup, not even with a torch. Feels like witchcraft to me, but the Stag Lord's involved somehow. Rumor says he'd deal with all sorts of bad magic. I need to take care of the Stag Lord. Do you know of anything that could help me find him? That's quite a task you set yourself on. Stag Lord has a fortress somewhere in the area, but only a few chosen from the most trusted of his rabble are ever invited. The location of the fortress is a heavily guarded secret, and with this fog hanging around, I'd imagine it'd be even harder to find. I suppose you could try to follow the trail of those bandits who attacked the post before. They came from the southwest, from the side of the Thorn River. Fortress might be there, or at least some large camp of theirs, where you can find information. What else can you tell me about the Stag Lord? Not much. Not like I've sat down and shared a cup of wine with a man, you know. But I think he arrived at the Stonelands less than a year ago, from what I've heard. But as soon as he got here, he took over everything. I wrote to Rostov, tried to warn them that the Stag Lord wasn't some typical gang leader. They didn't listen. The rumors about him are horrible. He'll kill a person if they so much as disagree with him. He never reveals his face. Those who have seen him up close report the same thing. Ugly scars cover every inch of his skin, not covered by his clothes. Stag Lord's past is a mystery. He just arrived one day. He was immediately a power to be reckoned with. I guess the most surprising thing about him is that he has as many followers who admire him as he has minions who obey him out of fear. He's got some inner strength in him, or maybe an inner madness. There are many who seem to follow him because of that madness. Like it was some kind of virtue. Tell me about yourself, trading post. I just dislike the noise. I'm from Rostov. Cities are complicated. Lots of people, each with their place on a shelf. Bow for this one, fear this other. Don't do business with the third, but be sure to be extra nice to the fourth. And villages are a little better. Everyone likes to stick their noses into each other's business. I just wanted a place where I could be my own master. So I ended up here. Oh yeah, what was it you had? I guess you... Silver eel? Jesus. Alright. That's a thing to be eaten, I guess. Lesser Reachment. Ooh, that's pretty good. Heavy shield, two-bladed sword. Ah, yes. Sells magical two-bladed swords, but not magical or even masterwork great clubs. Oh no, you do sell the great club. Shut up. I think I'm going to try to get rid of some of this excess. Not the butter. Maybe sell the figurine though. Urn. Don't know even... I just want that there was a way to... Like, the junk. Not the notable stuff, just the junk. Because some of these, the cooking ingredients we can actually keep. Or, you know, cooking. Go figure. Incense, butter. We're keeping the camping supplies and rations, though. And yes, by the way, I did go in and change the speed of which that we get weary. Because I can already tell you that that is going to be annoying as hell. Alright, how much for the scales? Doesn't matter, I'm going to sell them anyway. I sell the spoons too. Ink, trout, a mug, a plate. How am I still so over? I got to increase my strength as soon as I can. I suppose the 20 potions of Cure Light Wounds does not help. Alright, random gold ring. Am I gonna keep these? I suppose if... Well, no. I say if. Like, I don't know already that I'm gonna find someone who's going to have need of that kind of armor. Yeah, sell that one. I'm gonna keep... Actually, you know what? I might actually equip the Great Axe. Overloaded by freaking... Actually... Show me your wares. I'm gonna sell you mine. Sell the light shield. And the buckler. Okay. We're now just heavy.
No stopping now.
Alright, so what am I doing next? It's like... I get a slashing weapon now. Look at that great axe. That's a pretty cool looking great axe. Solin's bit of rival. Did that. Svetlana's ring. I guess we might be going exploring for the Fangberries and the moon radishes. Quick save. I'm actually really wondering where Valerie is. I didn't see her. Ah, there we go. Current group. Accepting. Now we actually get into the exploration part of things. One second while I wet my whistle. Good lord. Alright. So we've been pointed towards the Fangberry Cave. We also know the Thorn Ford. And that is where the bandits are going to be. And then there's just this mystical mist all around the place. If I were to fathom a guess, it's to make it so as we do not go into realms that would otherwise be a little bit difficult to deal with, namely areas where our levels are not adequate. Random encounter time. Fun times to be abound, I'm sure. I do like myself some random encounters. A jittery old man in squalid clothing shuffles up to you. His gray hair is unkempt, and he continuously clenches and unclenches his wrinkled, freckled hands. When he stops and looks up at you, his eyes widen and he tugs at his beard. Strange weather, invisible fog, creeping out of the woods, soars beyond the sky, obscures the sun and moon. Strange. The old man shakes his head, his eyes shifting about, seemingly at random. I don't like this old man. Looks like the kind who can cast the evil eye. Wow. A little bit of prejudice there, lady. Who are you? Remus. But that won't help with the fog. What are you doing here? I do nothing. Breathe, walk, observe. Does that mean you can find your way through the invisible fog? The fog is wrong. It hinders your legs, not your sight. I wish not to try. Fog looks visible enough for me. I see more than ever. I've never seen so much before. But someone must look, and no one else can. I guess I should probably go. Elman stares at you intently. You hasten. You should. Your rival wastes no time. He races, but in another direction. He searches for power. He'll find it. My rival? You mean Tartusio? He's not tall, but he wants to climb high. Beside him are those who would stand against him, and might yet still. What power is he searching for? Someone else's, old but forever young. That which was taken from another, that which gave joy, and now gives death. Can you tell me where he is now? An old tomb, south of the trading post. Oh, thank you very much. How do you know we're rivals? I don't know, I see. I can choose where you set your eyes. You can choose where you set your eyes, usually. But can you choose what they see? No, all the more reason not to linger. Farewell. The old man turns and walks away slowly, muttering, once stolen, the land should be reclaimed. Once reclaimed, bound with the claimer shall it be. Bound, merged, joined by unbreakable ties, claiming the land, claiming its pain, claiming its death. Okay, bye! Thanks for the additional information about Tartusio. He was very helpful. I know I want to, I do want to level up more before I go, trying to pummel Tartusio's head in. Ooh, hello. What are you? This expanse could be the better place for a farm. Once someone deals with the manticore that claims the... Okay, so we're not going there just yet. Let's deal with the Fangberry Cave. Origin of this giant burrow remains a mystery to the locals. It was named for the plant known as Fangberry that grows in the area. Oh, we'll deal with that manticore at some point. I want to deal with the manticore at some point, but we are only level 2. We should probably start a little bit smaller than manticore. As tempting as it is to just charge on in and be all like, yeah, manticore fight. Actually, 1 second. Are we moving? Okay, now that everyone else is actually in the party. Let's see. Let's explore a little bit around the cave first. Before we explore in the cave. I kind of wish that I had named my character Tormund. Oh, that's a monitor lizard.
To victory!
CR4. Might be a little bit difficult. Flat-footed. Oh, level 3 animal. Alright, charge forth. Not bad. Flat-footed. Please don't bite Valerie. Wait, Val, why is your... feel like your AC should be higher. That'd be something I need to rectify in a bit. I'm not always going to be raging, although that is something that is... oh. Damn.
They go down!
I was about to say something relatively insightful. Okay, I think now... I don't know why.
Any last wishes?
Her HP seemed low is all I was trying to say. Oh, we got meat. Silver inkwell, embroidered stuff. Really quick. You see 20 from her. She doesn't have a dexterity modifier to her AC, so she's already got... oh, excuse me. Moving around to my chair. She's already got her stuff equipped that she can even use. Young deer. Don't mind us. Pocket mirror. Curious. But yeah, kind of wish that I hadn't just named Tormund, and not Tormund Leonson like his full name. But yeah, in 2nd edition Pathfinder, they make it so as, at the least the remaster anyways, makes it so as you can just take a reaction, or free action I suppose, at the start of a combat, as a giant spider. To enter your rage, you don't need to take an action to do so. That said, Vindictive Smite? No.
I must
Wait.
be doing it wrong.
Oh, do I just declare a Smite? Smite 1 dealt hit point damage to her or an ally. Oh, okay.
Do not falter!
Hence the name, Vindictive Smite. Well, now that we're in a situation where things want us dead, how about a good old-fashioned inspiring of courage? Oh, that's a lot more spiders than I thought there were going to be. Well, when entering this combat. Okay then. Plentiful giant spiders. Well, you focus on this one. Yeah, that does the trick really well. Chop. Don't you have cat? Shoot. Critical. That wasn't too terrible. Ah. Attackable. Armor. Mage armor potion. I hear more squelchy, spidery badness. Maybe worse than spiders. Nope, more spiders. CR5. Oh, there's going to be a lot in here, aren't there? Play it loud. Oh, you fool. You foolish fool. Actually, wait. Let me double check something. I thought... because of course I did. Yep, that works.
We can do it.
God, just that last freaking few inches, man. Move over here. Come on. All ye spiders, come at me, brah. Alright, shoot the one in the distance. Cool. Amiri. Attack that one. Good shit. Step up and pop. I do love fighting me some giant spiders. Did I say I love fighting me some giant spiders? I mean, not really. Not yet expected. We're close to slaying the last of these guys, though.
Onward!
There we go. So we have all the information? No, we still only have the one bit of information about them not yet learned. Ah, Fangberries. Thank you, Lindsay. Wait. Lindsay. Succeeded. Retrieved. Now the question is, are there any more giant spiders in here? We're gonna get ambushed?
We will prevail.
Oh, that's a swarm. Oh, that's a swarm of them. Spider swarms have always been annoying to deal with. Balls. Do we only have so many torches. But we're gonna want to have a couple of people with them. I kind of feel like I won't benefit from using ear-piercing screech on them, but yep, immune. Oh god, the giant spiders. Plentiful amounts of giant spiders. Good swing. Should also give you the torch as another weapon too. As one of our other. Oh, I'm an idiot. Folks, as I highlight one of these, it shows me what kind of action it is. So as a free action to rage, I don't know why I couldn't rage from before, but swapping out my weapon set was a standard action. So I can move up to this thing. But that's about it. So annoyingly, oh god, of course. So annoyingly, the spider swarm works in such an annoying fashion. They make it so as they stand in your space, and when they do, oh hey, you actually hit. They stand in your space, and as long as they're standing in your space, they will simply do damage. And since these guys are spiders, they have a poison. So I'll need to get that healed.
Stay behind me.
Fortitude save. Succeeded. So now I'm just suffering from the strength drain.
We cannot be defeated.
Primal giant spider. That is not a sequence of words I enjoy reading out loud. Charge the swarm. Yeah. The worst part about giant spider swarms is the fact that they basically take half damage, I want to say, from everything that is not like an AoE spell or something. Charge that one. Did I not? Fine, attack this one then. Not sure which one's supposed to be the primal. Yeah, Tormund's just a little bit on the weaker side right now, simply because of that lack of foresight. Now, which one is the... I saw one read primal, and I'm like, that seems like it's going to be a problem. But honestly, having him charge in first to possibly face off against this swarm is maybe the better of options. Let's see if we can't remove one of these guys. Or do damage to him. Kind of need magic missiles. Not magic missiles. Words, things, stuff. Wow. Wow, you have just an annoying amount of speed to you. Alright, Amiri, we need to focus on these swarms. Thank you. Valerie, take out a spider, if you will.
Let us strike as one.
Oh no, are you sickened? Oh, you're nauseated. Unable to attack, cast spells, concentrate, It can take a single move action. Worth. Alright. Deal with that other swarm. I said deal with that other swarm. Alright. We're not going to be able to affect him with hideous laughter. So inspire. Miss me. I'm actually kind of amused that they're missing so terribly. Alright. That appears to be all of them. So swap over to your big ass sword. Because we got some murdering to do. Okay, you are still annoyingly sickened. Heck. You can move, that's about it. And since there's no more swarms, you can also swap over to the big bashy.
Forward!
I suppose that's also why they gave us the, who's it? The, words, things, stuff. That's why they gave us the Alchemist's Fire. Because we can use that against swarms. And swarms, at least in 2nd edition, have a weakness to them. Alright, no longer sickened, but when you roll a 1, you roll a 1.
We can do it!
Woof. Methinks we're going to be slipping off back. Really? An orc double act, which is probably going to be some sort of blessed or some shit. Yep. +1 orc double axe. Not really Tormund's thing. The 2-weapon fighting thing. At least 2-weapon fighting in 1st edition kind of makes more sense. Hello. One of cure moderate wounds. 14 charges. I approve.
Follow me.
Alright. We are going to... I believe that's all this map then. Unless there's something additional over here that we missed. Yeah, we got the Fangberries, so I suppose we can just head back to Oleg's.
No stopping now.
Doesn't seem like a terrible idea to do. Maybe we can end up with some rest along the way and be all like, hey, rest feels good. Destroying its phylactery won't kill a lich immediately. Boy, I love being informed that there's probably gonna be a lich. Alright, as much as I want to go to the Indus Plains, again, probably best to go to Oleg's, turn in this quest. I don't hate the resting situation when it comes to this game. I just wish that it was not... Yeah, I think I do share the same thought with everyone. Where it's like, the resting mechanic isn't necessarily bad, it's just annoying. Alright, about those tasks of yours. Are these the berries you were looking for? After a quick glance at the basket, Balkan grabs a fistful of berries and shoves them into his mouth. A smile of delight brightens his face. Ah, Fangberries. So fresh. You've been good to an old man. Thank you. Here, take these potions. If you need more, feel free to return. I'll give you a discount. Excellent. So, we got a little bit of experience. What do you use these Fangberries for? Truth be told, as I've gotten older, I've gotten kind of particular, and my appetite is almost gone. Everything I eat is practically tasteless to me now. I can barely force myself to swallow a bite. Only thing I still taste is Fangberries, so I add them to my porridge or roasted meat. I even add them to my potions. When I ran out of Fangberries, I stopped eating almost entirely. Svetlana tried to help me, the dear. She baked pies for me, cooked me fish soup, stewed venison. I just couldn't eat any of it. I was desperate. Those damn spiders had sucked the last bit of joy out of my life. If not for you, I'd have pretty much starved to death, miserable to the end. You know, I get you, bruh. I get you. Woo, we can cross that off of our list. Oh, it's a masterwork dagger that we found. Okay. I don't know why I keep on looking through some of this stuff. I know I'm not. He has nothing I immediately need that I can easily afford. Probably the same thing with him. Like, I want to get the... What is it? I could afford the Masterwork Great Club. But honestly, it feels like it would be such a pointless thing to purchase at the moment. I guess I can sell that heavy shield of mine. Do I want to, though? I don't know. Oh, that's a composite longbow. Alright, we're keeping that. There's a reason we're keeping that longbow. And it's that if Tormund needs to do damage at a range, at the least he can. Alright, go to sleep. Lose that strength penalty, hopefully. Nope. Can be restored by resting or with the help of a lesser restoration spell or some powerful magic. Don't let an ability score hit 0. Is an important thing to point out. If you basically any ability score that hits 0 means that you just die. You lose your strength, so you basically can't carry anything. You lose your speed, so you can't move at all. You lose all your constitution, so you lose living. Alright. I don't... That's so expensive. I'll wait. I'll suffer. I'll wait. Famous last words. Like the American healthcare system. Alright, except this team. A reliable comrade in battle, proud Valerie rejected her destiny as a paladin of Shannon, instead leaving the order behind. She's pretty cool. Alright. So we have some ruins that we can go to. The ancient tomb. Mound a small barrow inside. The stolen lands are rich with traces of long-gone settlements and the ruins of ancient civilizations. Almost every year, an ancient landslide exposes a door to an ancient tomb or the foundation of some destroyed temple. This location is a prime example of that. See, I kind of want to go there. Because I want to destroy Tartusio. But alas, I'm not sure if I've got the strength to deal with this situation just yet. Hello? Goblin Alchemists. Okay. Is it just the lone alchemist? Alchemist, neutral evil, rogue. 8 AC. I'm starting to think maybe I should possibly...
You deserved it.
Ignore what I was about to say. Mutagens. Well, aren't you a brave little dude? Foolish, but brave. Alright, show him what for. Wow. I love that it's also the The sword she's wielding is a ginormous sword.
Last wishes.
Well, that was just a silly decision on your part. No, I'm gonna throw this alchemist fire within point blank range of this barbarian lady. Very much wants me dead. I suppose that is one downside to keeping the camping rate at such a low amount needed. Oh, Bogard Hunting Grounds. Surrounding swamps have long been known by the locals as hunting grounds for a particularly vicious tribe of bogards. Bogards. Bogards? Bogards. Bogards. I'm going to try to say bogards. Newcomers often learn the hard way how dangerous the area can be. Let's see if there's any other interjecting roads and whatnot around here. Oh, the Sycamore. Old Sycamore. Noble patriarch of the tree world, the old sycamore can be seen from miles around. No other sycamore in the area has grown as high, and the reason this one in particular reaches its enormous size remains a mystery to the locals. Okay, for some reason that's the way that leads to that one. I don't want to necessarily go to the Thornford right now. Old Oak. A great old tree dominates the area, rising from the remains of the waterlogged pine forest. Probably gotta ford the river or something. Okay, well, that's that part. I'm more or less exploring right now in the hopes that we find some stuff. Blackberry Meadow. Thorny bushes full of juicy berries still grow on the site of an old orchard. Ah, that'll be a resource thing. Got it. Some of these are going to be base, pretty much just resources that we got to go and claim when we actually enter quote-unquote kingdom mode. Isn't in your lands, it cannot be claimed. Yeah, we don't have proper lands yet. I want to go to it. I don't know if I should yet. What is my level? I feel like we are quite a ways from another level up, which I guess makes sense. Yeah, I'm more or less spending more resources? What is this? Come on. Let me view the thing. Fine. Archaeological artifacts. Burial site of numerous items dating back to the Age of Enthronement. I mean, that sounds impressive. I'm also trying to stay relatively close to Oleg's. Not entirely sure why I'm doing that. Two Rivers Field. Quiet and unremarkable area not far from the confluent point of the Crooked River and the Shrike River. No major roads cross the area, and travelers are rare. Red McKenna. I promise I'm more or less just trying to explore stuff so that I can actually, you know, do something with them later on. Excuse you. So, two bandits? Yeah, okay. Yeah, if there's one downside to Valerie's build, I guess for the lack of a better word, is that Valerie is not particularly swift. How'd that only deal 1 damage? Right, never mind. My brain instantaneously answered my own question.
Strike with all your might.
This is where my brain is like, stop being used to D&D 5e you've not played in years. Maybe if I try to rest. Because that negative 2 to my strength sucks ass.
All right, new line. They walked without fear, hoisting shining steel above their heads.
Mm-hmm.
And they walked, and they walked. When were they going to get anywhere already, huh?
I think I might need to work on that line. Just a little bit. Alright. Is the... Oh, hey. Tormund suddenly awoke inside the house. Dogs were howling fiercely not far away. It smelled like burning. The wooden walls were steaming hot, and the smoke was wreathing beneath the low ceiling. Looked out the window. The instant he approached the window, the glass broke and an arrow hit him in the chest. Falling, he glimpsed a dozen dark figures standing outside. His eyes dimmed. Tormund's skin felt cold. He heard the murmur of water and the soft lapping of waves. After opening his eyes, he saw a rocky river bottom and a bloated body tangled in green water weeds. The drowned man's empty gaze was fixed upon Tormund. The drowned man's mouth opened slowly and a hoarse whisper said, "Shrike River, Tormund Leonson." At this moment, Tormund Leonson finally awoke. Drenched in sweat, he told us what he'd seen in the dream. A horrible nightmare. I did that one. The riverbed nightmare. Lately, it's not due to the bed bugs in his bedroll. Ha! As soon as he closes his eyes, the nightmare begins tormenting him. Bloated, drowned corpse, repeating those same words over and over. Shrike River. Ah, see, that one I'm familiar with based off of, How is that still around? Oh, right. It's only a reduction of 1 per night of rest. Forgot about that part. I'm familiar with the... I think I remember what happens with Shrike River 1. But I'm going to go ahead, save. Now that we've explored quite a bit of the area. We got a lot of places we can go and check out. But again, I want to do a little bit more exploring before I go hunting down a gnome. And possibly Manticore at some point. I'm not sure. Thank you, everyone. So I might actually also increase the difficulty of the enemies. Just a scotch. If only because... that moderately difficult? Actually, wait. Which one? Stat adjustments? Or was it... yeah, it's this one. I'm not sure what's much of the purpose of enemy difficulty versus enemy stat adjustments. I'll need to actually look up, like, the... yeah, no. Because stat adjustments just says adjust the difficulty class of all rolls in the game and the abilities of enemies, and then enemy difficulty reduces a buttload of things. I don't know. I might tweak that. I'm not 100% sure just yet, because some difficulty is still fun. I'll just put it to somewhat. But yeah. Go ahead, call an episode. When we return, we will probably see about finding what along the Shrike River might be causing these nightmares. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you're all enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying playing it, and as always, I hope to see you all in the next video. Oh, that's where. Take care. Cheers.